Hi besties, welcome back to Talita's Touch. Today we're going to be diving into a little get to know me video, a little chit chat, and I just feel like I wanted to have it be laid back. I didn't want to think about it too much and just basically get into the questions that some of you guys asked me on my Instagram. I put up a little Q&A on my Instagram stories and I got a couple of questions. And funny enough, which is probably going to be part of getting to know me, is that I deleted it after a couple of hours. So I probably didn't get as much questions as I was going to had I just left the story up, but my social anxiety didn't allow me. So yeah, so that's the number one thing I think for this video is that funny enough, I have really bad social anxiety, which I'm trying to overcome because of what I'm trying to do, like trying to get into the social media space, trying to become a content creator and so I feel like it's just a journey, a mental journey, and it's something that I know that I can overcome with time. So um, this this Q&A, I think I got about. I just went back to the story to get the questions. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I have 16 questions, so I think that's more than enough. I don't want the video to be too lengthy. So first, let's start with the basics that I feel like people don't really need to ask, but I'd like to get into is who is Talita? Who is she? So the first thing that I'd like to start by saying is that for a long time I used what I like to call my name, but a lot of people would say is my nickname, is Mangi. Mangi is not registered on my ID or anything official. The government does not know me as Mangi. The government knows me as Talita. I have about 3 names on my ID. Talita is my first name, and I was named after my grandmother, who is my father's mother. And the reason why I made the switch, I know it was probably confusing to some people, like you've been Mangi all your life on social media, then suddenly you're Talita. No, Talita is actually my name. Mangi is basically a nickname of sorts. And I just liked it. I vibed with it. I still do. I mean, people still call me Mangi till today, but I feel like in my grown woman age and era, I started gravitating more towards the name Talita. So, yeah, I am Talita, and what? Thank you. I am Talita, and my surname, my surname is sitting, laying in bed next to me. My new surname. I've had this new surname for a year now, so I've been married for a year, and another very important thing I wanted to discuss, because my channel is still new and fresh, and I feel like I just wanted to make a little disclaimer, is that my channel is unfortunately not going to be centered around being a wife and a mom. I am still in the period and transition and finding my identity again. Um, I have a 1 year old, and the first year of his life, which is all his life, I've been very, very much intertwined with that role of being his mom and being a wife and just settling into that. So I feel like I just finally just want to do something for me. Maybe eventually we'll get there, but for now, I just want to center my channel around me, my interests, my hobbies. And I just also feel like I don't want to expose or put that part of myself out there just yet, because the internet can be a really weird place. And I just feel like I just want to keep that part of my life sacred. If you're on my channel, I want you to be on my channel for me. Let's decenter men. Um, let's decenter them. But for now, I feel like just get to know me as a person. I'm, like I said in my intro video, I am a very complex individual. I've got range. Um, there's a lot of aspects and a lot of moving pieces when it comes to Talita and who Talita is. So yeah, I don't think I will ever run out of things to talk about or to do or to discover. And that's what this channel is for. I want to be able to look back one day and be like, oh my God, remember this period of my life, this phase of my life. It's like a digital diary of sorts, and I get to take you guys along with me, the ones who want to be on the journey with me and who find it interesting. So let's dive straight into the questions. My first question is what is my favorite way to spend, here are the questions, just by the way. I don't know if like it's focusing, but I will basically just do like a little, I'll put them up on the screen. My favorite way, what is your favorite way to spend a weekend? So just like I mentioned, now I'm still yet to find and discover new parts of myself, because my life is completely different to what it used to be. So I would say I'm only coming into this new version of myself. I feel like I was like in a cocoon, and then now I'm finally like becoming a butterfly. It's, what is the stages? It's like you're a silkworm. What is it? Yes, so I think I was in my cocoon, and now I'm finally like bursting out and like, finding my wings and learning how to fly again. And so I feel like I'm still discovering that part or aspect of myself and how I like to spend a weekend. But I would say core values, who I really am, what I really, really enjoy. I'm a homebody. Guys, I've worked in the club, I've partied, I've done those things. So trust me when I say I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. I'm a homebody. Like, I love relaxing. I love lunches and brunches and dinners. Like, that is me. Like, I don't find going out to the club to be a good time. Like, yes, it can be for you, but for me, I really just enjoy chilled vibes with people that actually want to be around me. People that are my people, people I feel safe around. I love a good Netflix binge. I love true crime. So if I could find a really nice true crime, documentary or whatever on Netflix, I will binge on that for an entire weekend. I could finish it in one sitting. Saturday, that's it. Sunday, I really am very much family orientated. I'm family orientated, so I really love spending time with family, whether it be my in-laws or my is it called a maiden family? It's really late, guys. I'm really tired, so my English is also running away from me, so just excuse me. My maiden family and my in-laws, whether it be that or whatever, but I really like spending time with family. Yeah, like if I were to have an ideal weekend, probably farmers market Saturday, maybe the pool if it's a really hot day, Netflix, some snacks, braai, church, family, mall, shopping. Those are the vibes. Those are the vibes for me. So second question is, how was my varsity experience? So that's very interesting that you guys asked me that, because my varsity experience was quite similar to my high school experience. And when I say that in the sense that I was always like feeling like I'm the odd one out. Maybe I wasn't, but that's how I felt. So in varsity, I kind of felt like I could get like a fresh start. No one knows me and whatever the case is. But I feel like I just ended up still being the odd one out. Um, I found it very hard to kind of like mesh into the group and the class and be one with them. Like I always felt really out of place or really awkward or like I didn't belong. And that made it very hard for me in terms of like group work, assignments, excursions. It was just really weird. I don't want to lie, school has always just been a very weird space for me socially. So I felt like I wasn't really thriving to the best of my ability. So that's how my varsity experience was. I don't look back at it and I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could see my classmates again. Same thing with high school. No. The best day of varsity was my last day. And another thing is, I didn't even get to have a graduation because I graduated in 2020. That was during COVID. At the peak of COVID, I got my degree. So I think that also just summed it up. Like it was just like cherry on top of like just the worst experience. Not the worst because I met some really great people there, but it wasn't that great. So nothing to write home about, nothing I miss or remember or dwell on. There's only one aspect of it, and that was not meeting, but starting my relationship with my now husband and that honeymoon stage and so that was my varsity experience. And then this is a question that I got quite frequently is what is my most complimented scent? What is my favorite scent? And then there's another one. You look like you smell like rainbows and unicorns. What's your favorite scent? So funny enough, I've never really been into perfume or cologne or like scents or anything like that. But my husband really influenced me in that area. Like I like smelling good. I liked it. It was whatever. But like my husband is like a fanatic. So like he really put me on to like certain fragrances and like what it means to, like the story behind fragrance, and you pair this fragrance with this and you wear this fragrance in this season. Like I never thought about it to that extent. So yeah, only now am I coming into that world a little bit more, but even now I'm still like, you know what, as long as I don't smell bad. I'm joking, but definitely for me, top one, top number one thing is my signature scent, I feel, is Chanel Paris Paris, or is Paris Paris, I don't know, but I think it's pronounced Paris Paris. And that was one of my first like really good expensive fragrances that I got, and it was gifted by my husband. So I love it so much. I feel like I just always need to have it in my cupboard. Like I feel like that's like my signature. It just embodies me, and I also just love pairing the Chanel fragrance with the Chanel body oil, because the Chanel body oil smells amazing. And I really like sweet, spicy scents. Like I don't like them to be too floral. So Peri Peri is like literally like it's not floral, but it's not spicy. It's like something very different. It's very like I find it very calming, but very like feminine and bougie. I love that. But I'm more of like a really like strong spice girl. Like if I really think about it, and that for me is the Tom Ford. What is my Tom Ford called? It's actually over there. Let me get it. Um, oh, I would have never guessed this, funny enough. That's why I'm saying I'm not great with these things. Jasmine Rouge. The Jasmine Rouge. This, if you want to know what embodies me, this is the girl that embodies me. This is me fully. So the Chanel is my signature scent, but this is Mangi Talita in a bottle right here. She's sweet, she's spicy, she's fierce. Oh, she's got je ne sais quoi. She's got money. Oh, she's just a beautiful experience, a pleasant scent to experience. And the thing about scents, what I like about scents is that it's different on everybody. So yes, you can smell it from the bottle and it's going to smell the same. But the moment you put it on this person and this person, the way that it matures throughout the day is like, that's what makes it so special. So the way that it matures on my skin during the day as I'm wearing it throughout the day, my favorite. Also just smells like a hug, you want to give this person a hug. Love that. And then I got a few questions about my husband and my relationship, marriage. And like I said, I don't want to really get into that, but I'll get into it just for this video. And then that's it. We're never, ever, ever, ever talking about it again. But so the questions about that, let me just get into them one by one. Number one, have you always wanted to be a young wife? And how has that experience been for you? I'll keep it short and sweet and say, in general, I think I've always just loved the idea of marrying the love of my life, or just being and having a life partner. I grew up seeing my parents together. They still are. And that was what was modeled to me, and that for me was what I wanted for myself. So whether I was a young wife or not, I feel like I had to experience and live and go through the things I went through first before getting married, because I feel like there's just certain things that you just need to get out of your system before you make that commitment. So whether I was young or whatever, I feel like I've always just been in the mindset that the end goal is to get married. So get the twara in a certain way because I want to get married in the end. So yeah, that's my answer to that. The experience of being a young wife is very different because in this day and age, I'm not really surrounded by a lot of other young wives, so it's very hard to relate to other women my age right now, or find a community of women my age that are married. And I think a lot of people don't get it. Even I didn't understand what it meant when people said marriage and dating, two completely different things. Like, so you can't, sometimes you really can't relate it to somebody who's dating, even if you guys are in a long-term relationship. I was in a long-term relationship before I got married, so I know it's very different. So yeah, the experience, I think, in that aspect is just, gets a bit lonely, because sometimes you want that community but you don't even know where to start, because there aren't people that are married in my age group. And right now I feel like society, social media kind of shuns marriage and makes marriage seem like it's a bad thing. So that sucks. But I think it also kind of makes you want to keep your marriage and your relationship out of the spotlights or off of social media, because you just don't want people in your business like that. So I feel like in general, all in all, it's a beautiful experience when you're married to somebody that you love and that loves you. I just think that and wish that marriage just had a little bit better PR. That's all. But otherwise, I think I'm doing okay. I think we're doing okay. Yeah. And then another question was, how did I know my man's was the one? Never really thought about that question to that extent. It's very complex. It's not a cut and dry answer, but I'll just say that, like, you know, when a person just gets it, like they just get you. Yeah. I can't, there's no other way to explain it. He just gets me. Yeah, he just gets me. And I'm in a lot to handle, guys. My husband is really patient, and I feel like, so God has to have been involved in in making us meet, because there's no way that a man can deal with me and not have the patience that my husband has. So yeah. When is the big wedding, and please vlog more? We don't have a date, but it's coming. And because I feel like there are so many monitoring spirits on the internet, and things like always go wrong when you talk about them, I'm not going to talk about it. We don't have a date. We haven't started really planning. We just know it's going to happen. Yeah. And yes, I'm trying to vlog more. And then, how old are you? Apparently a lady never reveals her age, so that's where I'd leave that one at. I am old enough. I am old enough to do better and young enough to get away with it. And then I'd like to know something. I think you're going to be a star. How are you going to handle the fame, and do you want it? Well, thank you first of all for that compliment. If you think I'm going to be a star, I think I'm going to be a star too. I think I'm already a star. But how am I going to handle the fame? I think that's the one thing that gives me so much anxiety about this, is that if you become successful in it, which is the end goal, it comes with another aspect or another level of social anxiety and exposure that I somewhat don't want, but at the same time you can't avoid it. If this is what you want to do, you know that it comes with that, so you just have to put your big girl panties on and deal with it. So do I want it? I want the success of it. I want to work with brands. I want to go on brand trips. I want to experience being a content creator at that level, and I want to be that, and I want to be in that space. So yes, I want that. But do I want with the negative aspects that come with it? No, I don't. I wish that you could have one without the other. And then just subscribe to your channel. I'm loving the aesthetic. Please give me a plug for the curly weave. The curly weave is from Fairytopia. If I'm referring to the one that you're referring to, it's from Fairytopia. Love their hair. The owner is called Eva, and she's become a friend of mine over time, and her hair is chef's kiss. So 10 out of 10. Comes from Fairytopia. Beautiful, beautiful curls. I love them so much. Have had them for almost a year now, and they're so lush, they're so soft, they're so versatile, easy to wear. Yeah, please check her website out, her page out. The hair I'm currently wearing is not from her, but she has similar hair as well. But yeah, that is where I got the curls. How do I normally start my day and my morning routine? So I'm not really into like a routine right now. I'm still trying to grasp and get into that. The reason being is, I think I mentioned it in one of my videos, is that I'm going back to school. Well, I'm in school now. I'm enrolled in getting another degree, and it just completely threw off the little, what can I say? Not mojo. The little vibe that I had going on and that I was still building onto. And now I have to now consider school, classes, timetables. And I just started this content creation journey, and I don't want to stop. I want to give it my all. So I'm still trying to find my feet in it all. So I don't have much of a morning routine. My morning routine used to be stay in bed until 11 a.m. Stay in bed until 11 a.m. until my body said, rise up. 3 things you love about yourself. So I love that question because it kind of forces you to think about all the good things about yourself. I love that. Thank you for that question. 3 things I love about myself. Number 1 has to be I am a very selfless person. Selfless in the sense that I find it easy to put other people's needs or other people before me, not in regards to people pleasing, but just in regards to I'm just a nurturer, very loving, caring. I don't want to make that 3 different things. I feel like it falls in one category: loving, caring, selfless, and just really nurturing. So that's number 1. Number 2 would be I'm really genuine. Like, I don't like to fake relationships. I don't like to be around people that fake relationships. I don't like it. I pick up energy very fast. I think that's one of the things that I like a lot about myself, is that I can pick up energy very fast. I'm very spiritually inclined in that way. I know immediately when I'm not wanted in a room. I can feel the energy. I can feel energy shift. I can feel it. I feel everything so very deeply. So I think that's one of the things I love about myself. So nurturing, caring, genuine, and I can pick up energies. There's so much more, but I think those are the top 3. I'm a girl's girl before anything else. I really, really, really hone in on self-improvement. Like, you will never find me in the same place that you left me at. That's one thing I love about myself. I'm always trying to improve, always trying to be better, whether it be my looks, whether it be the quality of my hair, whether it be my skincare routine, whether it be my education, whether it be the friends I keep, whether it be the inner work, the spiritual work that I'm doing. I am always trying to do and be better. So love that about myself. And then the last question is, what is a goal or dream that I'm currently working towards that motivates me? So I think I mentioned it, obviously, is school, trying to secure and acquire my 2nd degree. And what motivates me is, I think more than anything, what motivates me is knowing that I can do better, knowing that I am greater than what I am right now, and knowing that I need to achieve it. Like, that is my purpose. My purpose in life is to achieve that. So I'm aiming for the stars, and that motivates me and drives me every day, knowing that I have so much potential that I can use and, improve on and build on and nurture. So yeah, that is definitely, and obviously becoming a successful content creator, working with brands, beauty brands. Yeah, that's definitely the vibe. That is definitely the dream, and just becoming a better me, definitely. So yeah, guys, those are all the questions that I got. Because some of them were very similar, I just kind of merged them into one another. But thank you so much, guys. I'm so tired. It's late. It's like 18 minutes past midnight. So you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see that. It's 18 minutes past midnight. So it's time to sleep. Yeah, I'm so grateful for everyone who has already subscribed to my channel and the little community that we are building together. And I would love for this community to just continue growing with people that are genuinely into my vibes, who vibe with me. I really want to build an actual community. I don't just want to have subscribers for the sake of it. I want to build a community that understands me and, that vibe with me. I love girls. So if you're a girl's girl, this is the right channel for you, girl. And yeah, thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed, who likes my videos, everyone who keeps watching and commenting consistently. It means so much to me.